Hey guys, how's it going? It's me, Flat Earth Sage, back again. It's been a while since I did a video, and I'm not sure if I covered this today, but if I didn't, it's going to be a great topic today. Today I want to talk about the Quran. I'm sure I'm probably going to... I'm sure what I'm about to say is going to cause people to give me death threats. No, I hope that's not the case. First off, before I go any further, before I discuss anything at all, let me just get it out in the open now. I love all people. I don't hate Muslims. Muslims are good people for the most part. They're just people, just trying to live their lives, do the right thing. Get married, have babies. But like most of the world, they themselves are also deceived. And I'm going to talk about why. Now, the Quran. Oh, man. The Quran has a lot of interesting things in it. Now, I haven't read the entire Quran. I have looked at a number of verses in the Quran. And that's what I'm going to be sharing with you guys. Now, the first thing I want to talk about is, well, let's save the most important thing for a little bit later. What I want to talk about right now is Muhammad being an advocate of war. Now, we all know that Yeshua, the one they call Jesus Christ, in English, of course, he was not a bloodthirsty individual. He didn't want any violence. Yeshua was known as a peacekeeper. Muhammad, however, was the exact opposite. He believed if you don't accept the Islamic faith, even after they give you a chance to come to their faith, that you should be taken out. That is the mentality that Muhammad had. Now, the next thing. And probably for us Christians, I think this is one of the most important things to understand. The Quran mentions that an angel came to Muhammad. An angel that they known as Jibril. Jibril, the English translation for Jibril is Gabriel. Now, yes, the same angel that gave the news to Mary that she was going to be giving birth to the Son of God. That Gabriel. But it was a demon masquerading as Jibril or Gabriel. Why do I say this? Because what this angel told Muhammad was contradictory of the entire New Testament. Get this, guys. Jibril tells Muhammad, Allah has no son. Flat out. Now, I'm not sure the exact verse, but a a good friend of mine who I listen to quite a bit. His name is Jesus Truth. Makes great videos. He does an entire video dedicated to the truth about the Quran, where he literally goes into the Quran and looks at the Arabic spelling and the English spelling, and basically points out what is being said. Backtracking a little bit to Jabril, we all know that Gabriel is a messenger of God. Gabriel wouldn't, if it was really Gabriel, he wouldn't be telling Muhammad that. He wouldn't tell a lie to, essentially, because he's one of God's best angels. And so he basically told Muhammad, God has no son. Or Allah has no son. Allah in the Muslim faith is translation is God. Another thing too that I'd like to point out. Another thing the Quran mentions is that no two animals work together. I'm not even kidding. They also believe that sperm originates from the backbone. Now, I don't know about you guys, but last time I checked, sperm comes from the testicles. Last time I checked. And as far as no two animals working together, well, that's obviously not true, because animals work in something called packs. Certain animals. So that's not true. Also, the big thing that I wanted to get at today, what are you doing? Don't you just love it when people just position themselves in the middle of the road, guys, and just sit there when there's traffic coming? Anyway, now we're getting into the part I really wanted to talk about. Is Muhammad a pedophile? And to a lot of people, this might irk them. This might get them mad. But from what I can surmise from what the Quran says, Muhammad was definitely a pedophile. And I have no shame in admitting it, because it's the truth. In fact, their holy book even says Muhammad's wife, her name is, hopefully I have the pronunciation right, Aisha. It says literally in the book that when they consummated the marriage, she was anywhere from 6 to 8 years old. In fact, it even talks about her toy bear that she had with her, or toy bear or toy doll or something. I think it was a toy doll. It even mentions that when they consummated her marriage and she arrived at his house, she had her toy doll with her. That's fucking disgusting. If you guys think that a 40-year-old, and he was about 40-something years old when he consummated the marriage with Aisha. So if you think a 40-year-old man having sex with a 7-8-year-old little girl is acceptable, get out. Get the fuck out. And for those of you who might not believe what I'm saying, that's fine. Go ahead and look at the Quran yourself. Matter of fact, check out that video from Jesus Truth. Again, he does a great video, and he has a lot more videos. He goes into Mormonism, Seventh-day Adventist. This man's videos are awesome. And I really don't have much else to say other than the information I'm pulling from is coming straight from the Quran. In fact, if you guys still don't think that was a problem, I know there might be, oh, well, some back in the day, 40-year-old men had sex with 7-year-old girls. Okay. Alright. Then explain to me why it still goes on to this day. Explain to me why 30, 40-year-old men are holding hands with a 7-year-old girl wearing a bride's dress. Explain to me why these girls would rather kill themselves than be with those guys. To be honest, I don't blame the girls. Who the fuck would want to be with... If you're a 7-year-old girl, who'd want to be with a nasty, smelly, fucking gross-ass pedophile? Who would? Who'd want to be with a 40-year-old man? You're a 8-year-old girl, you just let them be kids. They don't have long before they have to grow up. Let them be kids while they're kids. But no, they'd rather marry them and fuck 7-year-olds and stuff like that. Now, I know I might sound a little crazy. I know. And I didn't want to believe this was true. But when I'm staring word for word from their holy book, saying and reading this, how can I not come up with anything other than what's right in front of my face from their book? You kind of can't deny that. If it's coming from their book, that is what it is. And another thing I like to bring up too, and I'm just gonna bring it up just because we're mentioning the Quran and stuff. In the Quran, it specifically mentions Muhammad addresses himself as a sinner, but refers to Jesus Christ as not being a sinner. Guys, that's extraordinary, is it not? Is that not extraordinary? Muhammad himself knows that Yeshua does not sin. Jesus does not sin. Crazy. And to be honest, when you think about it, Satan's goal all along was to corrupt the minds of man. It literally says in the Bible, he says, I will corrupt the minds of man. I say he did it, unfortunately. Most people's minds he corrupted. But, and I've been doing a lot of thinking. And I was like, okay, well, if Satan wanted to get people away from Christianity, away from believing in Yeshua, what would be, and he wanted people to fight amongst themselves to distract them from potentially bigger things. I hate to admit it, guys, but if you want to confuse people and deceive people, that's probably the best way of doing it, is to create a religion, to have the religion continue for however long it's continued for, keep repeating and beating this stuff into these people. Well, like 1,000, 2,000 years later, of course that's what they're going to believe. It's Satan's way of turning people away from Christ. and also his way of pitting people against each other. That's really all it is, guys. Anyway, I know this might have been a little bit of a ramble, and if it was, I'm sorry. I get really hyped about, trying to spread the truth and spread information, this new information to people, so people can understand, so they're aware of these things and they're not kept in the dark. Hopefully this helps somebody. Again, if you do, I don't even care about views, likes, or subscribers. All I want to ask is that you go check his video out. The channel name is Jesus Truth. 2 words. I believe it's 2 words. If it's not 2 words, try 1 word. And he covers a lot of different topics. A lot of it has been really helpful for me to be able to understand a little bit better. So if you don't drop a like, you don't subscribe, or any of that, at the very least, just check his video out. But that's about all I wanted to talk about today, guys. I hope everyone's having a great night. Hope everyone's doing well. And I love all you guys. Keep spreading the truth. Peace.